Hi everyone, hey, it's Diane. Today we're going to be planting some dahlias from seed. Did you know that you could do that? You can buy the bulbs, but you can also start them from seed, and it's really fun experience. Why grow dahlias? Because they add a lot of color in your garden. They're just an annual, but they're just so beautiful with all the different colors that you will get throughout the summer months. So these are dwarf mixed flowers. They're a blend of gorgeous shades of bronze, salmon, apricot, orange, scarlet, crimson, yellow, and lavender. You can see how beautiful they're going to be. Aren't those pretty? Flowers bloom first year and add a lovely spot of color in late summer garden. Heat resistant. So let's see how many seeds we have in this packet, okay? There's actually more than I thought. I'll give you a close-up of the seeds. So these take 5 to 10 days to germinate. They bloom in 49 to 77. That's quite a range, and their plant height is 18 to 20. Sun to partial shade. So in my area where it gets so hot, if I can find an area with shade in the afternoon, that is where I'm going to plant them. Most of you that follow my videos, you know that I use a peat and perlite mix. I'm going to be putting 2 in each 6-pack cell here. And then I'm just going to place them in there and then press them down in the soil just a little bit. And then I'm going to be covering them with a little bit of soil. It shouldn't have to go very deep at all. It actually says light or dark for germination, believe it or not. But I am going to cover them. So let's get done planting these and I'll be right back. So now I'm just going to water them in gently. Some more soil. Just going to put a little bit over the top. It says they like to be at least 70 degrees for germination. We'll water them in again. If you're looking for one of these handy dandy sprayers, look in the description area for a link. I'm going to actually cover it. I'm just going to take another tray and cover it like this and I am not going to be putting it on the heating mat. We're going to try it without and see how they germinate. I'm actually going to put it right under that light so it kind of warms up that black tray. That'll warm up the soil and that should help with germination. Update on the dahlias from seed. It's been 5 days almost, and they germinated in about 3. They're also continued to germinate, and there's some that have not germinated yet, but you can see they're doing pretty good. We got one right here that's stretching a ways. Don't like that, but we can fix that later. They're coming nice. There's one right there just pushing up the soil. So we're going to have dahlias this year in the garden. It's exciting, from seed. We'll stay updated here later on, and we'll see how they're doing in a few more weeks. Hey everyone, today's May 30th. We're going to see how the dahlias are doing from seed. Do you think they made it? How big do you think they probably are by now? It's been a few weeks, so we're going to show you, and I thought, well, maybe it might have been too late to start them, but I don't think so, because once I get them outside, they're going to start growing so fast in our warmer weather that's coming. So I'm going to bring you in and show you those little dahlia plants right now. Are you ready to see how they're doing? Here you go. Look at these guys. What are they? About a couple inches? Filling out nice. They're green. They're getting fed with fish emulsions. Very pleased with them. Look pretty healthy. They're growing pretty well. There's only a few cells that didn't produce a plant, and I don't know if I forgot to put the seed in there, if it was just a bad seed. But look at those, really nice. You don't have to buy the Dahlia tubers. You can start them from seed. It's quite amazing, and it works pretty well. And you can get a lot more flowers, a lot more colors from the seed packets. So as these are still growing down in my basement, correct? So I got them under my lights. I water them once a day, unless they get a little drier than usual. I'm probably going to be taking them out to my greenhouse now and getting them used to the outdoors a little more intense light, and get used to the wind coming into the greenhouse, which also climatizes them to get ready for outdoors. If you got any questions, post them below in the comment area. I'd like to hear some of your feedback. Let me know if you've grown dahlias from seed or if you intend to do it in the future, because it's pretty rewarding. One thing with this packet of seeds, it's going to be a mix of colors. I'm not going to know what I'm getting, and that's kind of fun in itself, right? So I'm going to have a video up here on the Dahlia tubers that I've grown before. You can watch that video. And then I would just encourage you to do what it works for you, because if you don't have time to grow from seed, you can purchase your dahlias. You can buy the tubers, which is quick also. Growing them from seeds, you're going to get a lot more plants. Also, you're going to have more dahlias with a mix of colors if you get the mixed variety like I did. So it's at the end of June now, and I finally planted my dahlia seedlings. We'll see how they do. And next time you see these, they'll be blooming. I planted the dahlias in pretty good sun area. We'll see if they enjoy this area, because they'll take sun to part sun. And sometimes they like a little more shade, especially in the hotter climates. So we're at the end of September, and I planted some dahlias right here. They face to the west, and they've done pretty good right here. You can see how big they've gotten. They're still blooming. We're getting cold here now in the Midwest. But here we got some pretty red ones. This was a mix of colors. So dahlias do really good from seed, depending on where you place them in your garden. They do like a sunny area. These here were nice and green. I planted some in a different area, and they just didn't do as well. So I think it was the ground. It was dry, and they just didn't have what they needed. But these really did pretty good right here. You can see how big they've gotten. I also want to show you some dahlias that were sent to me by mistake. These were big, huge bulbs already, but look at that color. I will have to dig these bulbs if I want to keep them for next year, but look how pretty those are. The ones from seed, the variety I planted, didn't get very big flowers, but these bulbs do. Now, I wanted to share that with you because you can see the difference. When I received these bulbs, these dahlia bulbs, they were just really large bulbs, probably a few years old. And I also have some yellow ones. These were also the bulbs that I received. These don't have near the flower, it looks like, but the plant itself is just huge. So these are the ones I planted right here. As you can see, they're not near as green, and I think it just has to do with my soil right here. Well, I might have to enrich the soil a little bit to get, to get the dahlias looking a little better, or any plants for that matter. Here is a pretty yellow one. And you can see by looking at it, these didn't get near as big here. They're not near as full. They're not near as green as the ones over here that face the west. Look at this. Isn't that a sight? We're kind of cool here today, but there's some debate now. If I let these plants freeze back, they'll die to the ground. Will there be dahlia tubers underneath? That may be something I will bring to you on a new video. because it will be fun to see. These dahlias, once they die back from our frost, I'm just going to dig out the tubers, and they should be some pretty nice large tubers. But as I said, these dahlias look much better over here. The soil must be enriched a lot more so. And I wanted to let you know that I have read that they do grow tubers from seed when you start your plants from seed. But do they need a long period in the ground? This is something I will share with you later if I decide and if I have time to dig these. Try if you want. I appreciate any comments, questions. You can post them below. I appreciate your feedback, and I look forward to bringing more videos to you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now. If you like this video, can I get a thumbs up? Hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to get notified of all my new video content. Thank you, and I will see you next time.